Phil Gassis, IFL TV, in association with...
How much weight have you lost tonight in here?
I know.
And you've got a jumper on again.
Repping the sponsors, isn't
it? True.
Yeah. People keep asking, when are you coming back to Newcastle?
I know, again, that's what they said tonight. And do you know what? After that, with a response, very, very soon, with a bigger show. Again, probably not yet headlined by pretty boy Josh Kelly. Fuck me, excuse my language. This boy can fight. 10 left hooks on the spin. Who does that? Who throws 10 left hooks on the spin? Mate, got something very, very special here. Well, listen, all the young boys we've got are brilliant, but this is one that's moving nice and fast. Very, very excited about the future of Josh Kelly. Big win tonight.
Sort of debut of Natasha Jonas as well. Do you think the fight was stopped too early?
I did, actually. Yeah, I mean, again, she was outclassed, and you know, I think in the early part of Natasha's career, you're probably going to see that, as you saw with Katie Taylor. She steps up the level, no problem. 1 minute I've got, and then I've got to go back to Sky to do the real stuff. But I think, you know, it was a really accomplished performance by her. Good debut. Everyone's going to ask, you know, Katie Taylor, and pick this up in 30 seconds.
Picking this back up. Yeah, so spoke about Kelly.
Fowler, we do Fowler?
Fowler.
Fowler, very impressive. I mean, he reminds me so much of Carl Froch. She's good and bad sometimes, but good news for fight fans. Punches very, very hard. You know, Dave Caldwell's working really well with him. It's going to be exciting. Sells a lot of tickets from Liverpool. Going to be in some great fights, and very, very hard working, very talented, very tough. And I think you're going to enjoy the journey of Anthony Fowler.
Yeah, just a summary on any other fights.
Natasha Jonas boxed well, put the shots together well. I thought stoppage was a bit early. I think we talked about that. You know, Vallily against Baster is a fight I want to see now for the North East. I don't even know if they're friends or what, but I want to see that fight. Two North East cruiserweights, both with wins tonight. You know, tough for Vallily tonight, but they switched opponents late on because one weighed too heavy of the opponents, and you know, Vallily probably ended up with a much tougher fight. You know, some good North East talent on the bill, but for me, you know, the big standout, you know, Fowler was great, Jonas was great, and PBK, mate, is one to watch.
Right, maybe you could just answer all this in one go. The beef with Lou DiBELLA, Deontay Wilder, Dylan White. What involvement is or has not Lou DiBELLA with this? No,
Lou DiBELLA is Deontay Wilder's promoter, I believe. But I've not talked about the offer. You know, Deontay Wilder's mentioned the offer, and there was an article that went out, and Lou just said, Eddie, stop with the Twitter offers. There's no negotiations. And I said, look, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but you've got nothing to do with it because you haven't even been in the negotiations. There's been 3 offers to Deontay Wilder. Now, I'm not going to go into the size or the numbers, but there's been 3 offers. There's plenty of dialogue. And there's not just dialogue for White against Wilder, there's dialogue for Wilder to take place in other fights over here with me, but they haven't involved Lou DiBELLA. So I told him so. He didn't like it. He started talking about my dad and all this, like, you're not your dad, and they called me an arm. I'm not Barry. You know what I mean? I'm fucking much more handsome than that. But no, on a serious note, fuck off. Like, Lou, I like Lou. I've known Lou since I was 13, 14 years old, probably when I first met Lou DiBELLA. But sometimes he loses his rag, he throws his toys out the pram. And he needs to be told, and he got told. But when I see him, I'll give him a big kiss. You know what I mean? But Wilder's a fight, it's got to happen. Come on, it's a monster payday for you. He talks a great game, Deontay Wilder, and he's a great fighter. But let's get some profile. Be involved in a massive UK fight. Imagine the build-up. Be like popcorn in your pants for you.
Have you had any response from the third offer that's positive?
Not over. I mean, no, because I've seen Deontay Wilder's response. He wants 7 million plus US TV. Come on, mate. But anyway, the offer's there. It's a great fight. It's a big fight. Perfect fight to build up some other big fights over here as well. It's not about using Dylan White or setting up a fight. It's a great fight. Dylan's what, number 5 with the WBC? Who else has he fought? Gerald Washington? Spilker? Who's the geezer before that? Areola? Molina?
Doofus.
I mean, Doofus. White's a tougher fight than all of those. So what's the big deal? And it's probably 4 times as much money have you earned to fight those guys. Come on, we've got to make these fights, man.
Final thing, we saw Tyson Fury put some videos out about Anthony Joshua. It was in response to some comments Joshua had made about calling Fury boring or whatever, but this is
always entertaining. Yeah, but what can we do? He doesn't have a license. Like, it's all very well calling someone out. We can't even consider him. So we got our plans. We want to fight Tyson Fury next year. 100%. AJ wants that fight. But we can't, until he sorts his stuff out, what can we do? We don't even know if he'll fight again. AJ can't take him seriously. But we love the fight, we want the fight, great for boxing. So get your shit together, get yourself sorted. Hopefully, we see Tyson back as soon as possible. Funny guy, great fighter, great for the sport, sometimes. Let's make the big fights happen. On that note, it's 11:30, we're driving back to Essex, it's 5 hours, I'm fucking off.
Laters.
Cheers.